on the loss of their beloved wives. Life is precious, as the ranking member reminded us, drawing on the words of George Floyd's brother. Life is precious, and in the midst of this pandemic, which has cost more than 115,000 lives, we can show that we truly believe life is precious by wearing masks when we're not speaking in this committee room. Mr. Chairman, the whole premise of government, of civil government, is that we'll be safer inside the social contract than we'll be outside of it, in the state of nature, which Thomas Hobbes said was a state of war, solitary, nasty, brutish, and short. So we exchange the habits of violent self-help, revenge, and tribal justice for trust in the rule of law and the impartial administration of justice. But the American social contract has never been like that for the African American community. It has been a majestic dream laced with violence and speckled with racist poison. Where was the social contract for George Floyd as Officer Chauvin pressed the air out of his body and asphyxiated him, murdering him over a period of 8 minutes and 46 seconds? Where was the social contract for Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old emergency room technician who was shot at least 8 times in her body, in her own bed, never even having been charged with a crime by officers executing a no-knock warrant? Where was the social contract for 12-year-old Tamir Rice, gunned down after a snowball fight in a park in Cleveland? Where was the social contract for Michael Brown, for Eric Garner, for Rayshard Brooks? Where is the social contract today for African American citizens who often experience fear of the police whose salaries they are paying? The Justice in Policing Act is the beginning, just the beginning of repairing the broken social contract in our country. It bans chokeholds and strangleholds. It requires that deadly force be used only when absolutely necessary to save life. It stops militarizing law enforcement and therefore stops confusing the police, whose job it is to protect and defend our people, with the army, which is trained to kill the enemy. It requires body cameras and dashboard cameras. It ends racial, ethnic, religious profiling in America. It removes the perverse doctrine of qualified immunity in civil rights lawsuits so that neither federal nor state and local officers can escape liability for violent assaults against citizens simply by showing that their exact misconduct, no matter how egregious, had not taken place in exactly the same way before. These are serious, meaningful changes that are the bare minimum any of us would accept and should accept, operating under a Rawlsian veil of ignorance, that is, not knowing whether we ourselves and members of our families would be a citizen with a knee on our neck or a SWAT team in our bedroom in the middle of the night. The Founding Fathers would be proud of this package. The vast majority of the constitutional amendments in the Bill of Rights are efforts to control the police power of the state. The Third Amendment, no quartering of troops in people's houses. The Fourth Amendment, no unreasonable searches and seizures, warrants only based on probable cause. The Fifth Amendment, the privilege against self-incrimination. The Sixth Amendment, the jury trial. The Eighth Amendment, no double jeopardy, no cruel and unusual punishment in our country. The Ninth Amendment. Our founders understood that tyranny begins with the abuse of the police power, and the social contract begins with protecting the dignity, the safety, and the security of each and every citizen and their families. An officer who arrogates to himself the power to kill a citizen who has been subdued appoints himself not just cop, but legislator, prosecutor, judge, jury, executioner. Officer Chauvin appointed himself God when it came to the life of George Floyd. The good cops in America, most of the cops in America, favor reform and oppose the disgraceful actions of Derek Chauvin and those who stood by and did nothing and watched him murder a citizen. The good cops should not be faulted for the crimes of the bad cops, because here we don't believe in collective guilt by association, and mass punishment, the principles that we have had to invoke repeatedly in this committee. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
The gentleman yields back. For what purpose does Mr. Klein seek recognition?
Move to strike last word, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman is recognized.